Gemini males, masculine side, for the winter of 2017 into the spring of 2018. So December 2017 into January, February, March of 2018. The first card I get for you guys, I'm just going to jump right in, is anger and rage. So that's interesting. I'm going to move on. That's your first card. It's off in the corner. So we'll see what other energies we have to deal with. The next card we get is support. So I feel like this anger and rage, beware that you have support here. Not for the anger and rage, but for to calm you down. I feel like there's support here. But you're kind of off in your own zone here with the anger and rage. We'll see if we can figure out where that comes from. Now, the next card we get is chaos. So you might have, and I'm getting a feeling of being surrounded. You're surrounded by, maybe surrounded. You may be disconnected from the anger, and the chaos may be surrounding you, and you're kind of, maybe you're the support that's in the center, kind of going, oh, what do I do? How do I deal with this? So beware of those energies. I think you're well aware of that. The next card I get is skill. And that's right off the anger here. So I have the feeling that we understand why our anger is going off, or why those people around us are going off. The next card I get is leadership, and that's on the side of chaos. So I feel like there may be, and I feel like there's anger within you, but I feel like you may have enough skill, right, to contain it, but you can't control those outside of you, which we can't do anyway. But I feel like there's a sense here where we kind of have to take the lead and say, okay, that's enough, and calm this down in some way, because I feel like there's support here for you to take the lead. And I don't feel that's just intuitively. I feel outside of you there's some support here for you to control these things. And not only that, I'm feeling a reluctance to do so, but yet I feel on the path it's going to happen. Well, maybe not. See, the end card we get is sleep. So in these readings, I take that as, you know what, I'm not going to evolve here. I'm just going to be quiet and not do a thing and just kind of stay out of it. So there might be a sense here where there's a lot of chaos and stuff going on around you. You have an opportunity to take the lead. You also have support to do so, and the skill to pull it off. But somehow here you're going to sit in the anger and the rage and the chaos and just not apply anything. I'm feeling a hesitation here. So I'm going to move on to the tarot cards. I pull 3 tarot cards. These are oracle cards I read from, but I pull 3 to bring out any type of situation or accentuate things. And the first card I get is 3 of Cups. Now the 3 of Cups is all about celebrating, happy celebrations, being happy, the opposite of anger and rage, right? It's celebrating with people that you want to be with. I mean, over the season, right? We're going to be, Christmas is in there. So that's that excitement of being where you want to be, with people who you want to be, and it's exciting and it's fun and you're exchanging ideas, and this is what you feel. This is where you need to be. So there's a lot of happiness in that way. Good celebrating. Now, the next card we get is Temperance. So be aware of that. I feel like these issues that may be surrounding you in that way may come to a head here over the celebrations. Now, Temperance is usually trying to filter the intuitive sense into a way that you can work outwardly with your intuition, right? So in other words, I'm getting a scenario like, okay, we have a situation where people are bickering over before the season, right? And then they get into a situation where there's family. So there's kind of a little bit more of a stressor there, because everybody wants to be on their toes and their best behavior, right? So those little itches that at home that were bothering you somehow become inflated when you're, on vacation with the family. And so we go and we celebrate drink, drinking, and then it gets to the point where now I'm going to say it. So beware of not to do that, not to go in that direction. Say it before you get to the celebration part, because I feel like it could be chaotic, right? I mean, you're no stranger to the chaos, but it could make it more. It can make it worse. So temper yourself around the holidays, especially around the celebrations, because there's some kind of a hiccup here that can happen that could set you back a bit, and not only that is really set other people off in different directions that are not meant to go. And then the final tarot card I get is the Chariot. So the Chariot is really about movement. And I mean, it also can be about an internal struggle, right? External movement away or internal struggle within. And I feel like you'll carry both over this time. And it's whether or not you kind of keep your cool over that time. I feel like you have a bit of a sense about you that I'm just not gonna go there. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna involve myself. But at the same time, I feel like there's gonna be a pinnacle where you're either gonna blow or you're gonna continue to go internally and struggle and like physically remove yourself from the situation in order to not deal with it anymore. So we really need to kind of veer away from that, because that's kind of you need to be heard, accepted or not. It needs to be heard, because that's where you stand on things. And I feel like you're not in a position where you're going to give your opinion at this point. It's adverse to what that other person or other people are saying or doing or whatever. So you're just going to kind of keep it low. Now, I don't see an outcome here as to what exactly happens, but hopefully, I feel like you more than likely are just going to kind of stay low key. But a lot of that bitterness and the anger and resentment is going to go inward. So we need to kind of go outward with it and let people know so that they don't contribute more. And that's really what's going on here. I feel like there's going to be more of a contribution to your anger and resentment and the chaos around you if you don't lay your opinion on the line here. Even though you're going to be opposed, you need to do that to kind of temper it, because it's really going to get out of hand here. That's the feeling I'm getting. Now, I pull a surrender card and a fortune card. The surrender card is there to highlight what you need to let go. And for the Gemini male, we have surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. So that is kind of your out. And I feel like the movement, you may physically do this after. If you get wind of the video, you remove yourself and go into nature and kind of take a nature break instead of being all up in that. I feel like there's a lot of chaos around the Gemini males, and they are really kind of just mumming up. They're just want to be mummed right up and close the case, because I don't want to deal with nothing. They want to go inside and sleep. But as good as that opinion is for the other people, it's really not good for you, because you're holding more resentment and things like that in that way. So you need to move forward with the people outside of you really knowing where you stand on these things. So part of that is to go out into nature and spend time there to recharge your batteries, and then come back with a clear head so that you're not blowing off on someone, because I feel an accumulative effect here. I feel like these are issues that have been kind of building over time, and then over the Christmas season when everybody's around, it seems to be that's when it's going to irritate you the most. So you want to kind of let go of some of that before that time. Now, the fortune card I get for the Gemini male is Cracker. Positive energy surrounds you, love, joy, and good fortune awaits. So you may not have as much of an opposition against you as you think you have. So maybe therefore that's why you need to go outward with it so badly. Or just simply put, you have a validity to what you're saying. And if those people are making chaos around you, you need to take your leadership stance and do what you need to do to diffuse that, which is basically They're just showing me you put your opinion forward. You don't have to say you have to do it or you just have to say, I don't agree. And this is where I stand. Boom, that's it. Because I feel like you've kind of removed yourself from it anyway, but you need, people need to know exactly where you stand. Period. That's it. End of story. Without judgment. And that will get you farther than holding it in and not saying anything at all. So we need to have that said for the males. The Gemini males need to know, they need to take a stand here, and say where they're sitting. So hopefully that helps you over the Christmas season and into the new year. And this cracker makes me think of that. The New Year celebrations, and hopefully maybe that's when this will all come and erupt, over the new year, of wanting to do or go in a certain way and just not wanting, an energy of not wanting to deal with anything, but you kind of have to go forward. You know this on a certain level, but you're choosing to go, shh, you know what, I'm not dealing with it. But in dealing with it doesn't mean you have to create an argument. You just have to tell them where you stand, I think. I realize on the other end there, I'm getting a sense that this is just not going to be received well, but it has to be stated in order to get through this process without a blowout. That's really what it's coming down to, is we're trying to prevent the Gemini man from blowing his fuse over the holidays, whether it's New Year's, and I'm getting a sense here from the crackers, probably over the New Year's. There's things that are going to, accumulate over Christmas, and then into New Year's is going to kind of blow. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully you can thwart that and keep that away, and also get through it without holding things in too much. That inner conflict doesn't need to go out in conflict. It just needs to go out and taking a stand. This is my opinion, and that's it. And I feel like they're saying that that's the answer, is to just state your opinion without judgment and move forward. And that's that. So that's as specific as I've gotten in this reading so far. So hopefully that helps someone. Again, take care. For those who celebrate Christmas, Happy Christmas, Merry New Year, all that stuff. Take care, have fun, and be kind.